was that?
That was probably really my first game winner in my life. So I'm definitely going to remember that one. That was tough.
Maybe just take us through how you had to get the ball, what you saw, and what you were thinking.
Yeah, so going into the timeout, I was already kind of just picturing it in my mind, honestly. Hit my first game winner. Coach drew up the play for me, and no matter what, I was going to try to get open. I know we was only down by 2, but I was just going to go for the win. I shot it. I was trying to get a foul as well, but I still was looking at the basket and cash.
And, I mean, that group that was on the floor the last few minutes, you, AJ, Jared, Rob, and I mean, AJ hits a huge shot at the timeout. Just maybe, what kind of energy did you guys have on the floor with that group?
Yeah, we know we the young guys. We're the younger guys. We ain't really been in that situation all together, but we know we have to execute down the stretch. Like you said, AJ, that shot he hit was huge for us. Kind of definitely gave us momentum and kind of stopped their momentum as well. Jamal, being the point guard, he was handling the rock. We was rebounding. It really just all came down to stops for us. And that's what we was talking about with each other.
And what was the reaction of some of the vets? After
They hilarious. That's what I can say. They all ran, of course, congratulated me, said whatever they had to say, but definitely a cool experience, having all the vets cheering me on like that.
What's it like to be entrusted with the lineup that was in the final possession with yourself and some of the younger guys that have also just had a lot of 905 experience as well?
Yeah. I mean, that's just something you always think about coming into the league, being in this type situation, last shot. So just being in the position that I was, knowing that I was actually going to get to play too, it was just really big for me.
Coach said that he's trusted you, your teammates have trusted you based on the work that you put in off the court, things that we don't see behind closed doors. Just give us an idea, like what kind of work have you done to kind of prepare for that moment specifically, especially to step up in that big moment and hit that shot?
I definitely think just mentally, the mental reps as well. Not getting too flustered about anything, staying relaxed. We always preach mental reps as a team, and then just as well, just getting shots up, late clock situations. That's something you work on over the summer too. Last second, got to get a shot up. So, I mean, it's a lot of reps, a lot of hours that go in behind it.
Did you get the game ball afterward?
I did not get the game ball. I didn't even think about the game ball. That's crazy. I wasn't even thinking about it. I should have.
What did you make of just the spirit of that game? I mean, you got put on the floor pretty hard. RJ and Wagner were going at it pretty good. What was the vibe out there?
It's hoops, we all competing. We all want to win at the same time. I know what type of person RJ is when he gets competitive, so I wasn't shocked by any of it. I guess they was trying to take us out of our game, but we're a physical team as well. We like to bump, so I think that kind of fueled us even more. I think we started really attacking, going on a run after that.
What does it say that this team kind of squeezed out 2 wins in that environment?
We knew tonight was going to be a tougher game. When you beat a team, especially you beat them at their home, now you come back, it's kind of like a mini playoff series, and I think the guys responded in an amazing way. Played hard. We were down a lot of the game, would tie it up and go back down, stuff like that. But we stayed together, we fought, and I think it's a great win. Everybody that went out there contributed and played well for us, so that was amazing basketball.
You had that stretch down the fourth quarter. It was you with basically the 4 young guys, if you want to call it that. And, what did you feel like your response was in that point of the game?
Just keep a level head, talk to the guys. Talk to them, still confidence in them because we know we could do it, and as long as we guard, we always have a chance. It was funny because right before we came out of a timeout, I don't know if we were up 1 or whatever. Came out of the timeout, I told the guys, I said, look, when you get your shots, be ready to shoot them, you're gonna knock them down. And then AJ started going crazy, so it was cool because I've known AJ for such a long time and playing with him since I was a little kid. So it was really fun to play with him and see him play play good.
What strides have you seen from your own team and 1 through 12 or wherever when it comes to closing out games, like just down the stretch from the beginning of the season to where you guys are at now?
We've been up in some games and have lost. So to see now being able to close these games out in the fourth quarter is huge. I got 2 good wins here because we play so hard, throughout the game. At the end, when it matters the most, you got to be able to close it out.
What have you seen from Jacoby this season? Obviously, to have the confidence of the team to be put in that situation, to hit the shot, the game on the line. Just what have you guys seen from him and the work that he's put in?
We love Cole, man. He's youngest guy. Him and Ulrich, youngest guys on the team, and just he plays hard. He plays great defense. He's figuring out how to navigate these screens and get around them and get back in front of people without fouling. And then on offense, just continuing to do what he does. He's cutting, he's knocking shots down. He's all over the court for us. So it was good to see him have that moment.
RJ, you talk about just how together you guys feel right now. I'm wondering for yourself personally, when you think back to your career, how good does that feel personally for yourself to just be a part of something that feels so cohesive and close?
I told the guys, I said this was one of the most fun basketball games I've played in a long time, just because everybody played hard, everybody played together, we all cheered for each other's success, so that it's great when from top to bottom, from the coaching staff, everybody's we're all in for the same goal. It feels good.
RJ, you played high school here. You're able to go home and play for Toronto. Just talk a little bit about being back, getting a dub, and wearing Raptors across your chest.
Got a lot of people out there, some teachers, some old coaches, everybody coming back and supporting. My family made the trip, so yeah, I got a lot of people here, and I love playing here every time.
Yeah, he was supposed to be a little bit more open for catch and shoot, but proud of him how he managed to get himself to the spot and to knock it down.
I think we talked before, you're hoping to put young guys in tough situations. Well, how do you think they handled it?
I think that this is what we talked about as us as organization is very important to really for the young guys to be in those situations so they can learn. So there is no better school than this for them to be on the court and then play on a close games and to go through all of that. I thought they handled it well. I think they executed down the stretch really well, especially on offensive end with plays that we drew in a timeout. I thought that they did really good.
What have you seen from him, Jacoby, this year to kind of trust him in that situation, the confidence that you have for him to take that shot?
And he's 19 years old. If you would see that kid, the way he's put it in every single day, the amount of work and dedication and how he's committed to this team, it's that gives me confidence to believe in him and to put him in that situation there.
Do you think that games like this your group needs, just like with the attitudes on the floor, the aggressiveness, just how into it guys were, those are sort of the morale boosters? Do you think at this point, especially for the guys that are developing, they need these kinds of games?
Absolutely. I think those type of games and energy that guys they have and chemistry and everybody cheering for each other, that speaks a volume about the culture that our team has.
How do you approach it with some of your veteran players? I got 2 questions. One, look at RJ, he was kind of out there kind of holding that group together. And it was a very physical game all the way. What did you think of competitiveness from, how did RJ manage that fourth quarter and just the competitiveness?
I'll tell you what, RJ ended this game with 21 points, with 9 assists, with 8 rebounds, and with 10 deflections. I thought that his physicality, that rebounding, he's not shying away from any challenge that you put in front of him. He's going to switch and guard point guards. He did a great job on Banchero in big stretches of the game there. So I really like what he did there for us.
And then off of that, RJ came out of the game with a couple of minutes left. Scotty didn't go back in. How are some of your more experienced players?
Excuse me. Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Sorry. How are some of your more experienced players handling not being in situations where they normally would be?
Those are teammates of theirs on the court, and guys that are putting a lot of in every single day. So I think they handled it really well. They were cheering for them. They were looking for those guys to have that experience to close the game like that. And I think everybody wins today with that attitude that we had.
Coach, what did you make of AJ Lawson today?
AJ Lawson, he stepped in. I think that he did really good job. Kudos to our 905 program that he played with them a whole year, and I think that he was not afraid of the moment. I think that he did really good job defensively, coming up with a couple of deflections and aggressive defense. I thought that he did a great job today.
Coach, RJ Barrett grew up there, played high school here briefly at Barrett, and is able to come home and live his dream. Talk a little bit about his leadership and just what he's willing this team to victories.
I mean, RJ is the guy that takes a lot of pride in, first of all, in basketball and what he does and how he contributes his team in winning. And then he takes a lot of pride in playing for Toronto Raptors and then being back home, playing in his home city and in his country. And I just see him growing every week and month to month. He's continuing to put a lot of work in, and he's really open to coaching and new experiences and like trying to elevate his game to the next level. So it's special to have a guy like that on a team that takes so much pride in playing for Toronto Raptors.
Hey, it's JYD. Thanks for watching the Raptors YouTube channel. Check out our latest videos and subscribe for more.
Taken away by the Raps. On the run. Finch to JYD. Beautiful pass. Chuck, one of the things I'm noticing about this card.